another one almost completely finished. So a little bit of a backstory. There was an old floor standing boiler here. The little witness mark here is where I've replaced the concrete, and the wall was a complete mess. So we've applied some ply. Unfortunately, we've arrived before the electrician. Now, I don't normally say that. Normally I'm very keen to get there before the electrician, but we were stuck with this right in the way. This doesn't even need to be here. It's, so that's going shortly, and so's all the messy electrics, and the electrics in here are yeah, dodgy to say the least. But anyway, we've had to wire into them temporarily. There's an RCD in there to protect all my system and everything, but really that 2.5 is the power supply into the consumer unit. So let's say no more. It's not a good system, but it's being done very shortly. But anyway, my job to do the boiler. So this is the existing cylinder that was here, Megaflow. No need to change that. So we put this board up on the wall to give us something to fix to. It would have been nice to have gone to that corner, but we can't because of the electrics. So when those electrics are gone, they can fill in that little piece there. Just work their way around my pipes and get it back in there. We've put a block on the wall down there. That block can come out, and with a couple of minor alterations, they can get that done. So that's the background. Old floor standing boiler out there. Boarded the wall up. Turned up one morning and the customer was halfway through painting the wall just before I started piping up, which is why the paint's there. So it's got to be finished off once we're all done. But anyway, here we've got quite a long flue. Not the longest one. I did a 7-metre flue last week. This is 2 meters from the boiler top to the wall, and piped in the unvented. So we've got water main coming in there. That's the old water supply, old gas supply coming in there. And we've taken the water up, gone through the pressure reducing valve, off to give the balance cold, over and down into a hot water cylinder, and back up for the hot feed, and that's off upstairs. So we've got hot and cold there, running off upstairs. Back down to here. So we've got an underfloor heating system. The customer's putting in his own underfloor heating system, and the top mixer is for his new underfloor heating manifold, which was screwed to the wall for him on the other side. The next circuit down actually runs off upstairs, and that's feeding the radiators on the first floor. And we put in an additional circuit for him. There was no heating actually in this room we're in, and there still isn't actually, but we've put a big radiator in his loo there. It's a soft close lid. It's very soft. So we put a nice big radiator in there, so there'll be a bit of spill out heat out of there. That's going to be lovely and toasty. There's actually a shower around the back of that door. And there's a radiator in the kitchen, which is just kind of through here. But that's it, 2 radiators on that unmixed circuit. And a mixed circuit for underfloor and for radiators on the top floor. So they're running 2 different heating curves. Now I really like this arrangement for the twin plates. I've been playing with different arrangements time and time again. This has got to be my favourite, just by luck. The flat-faced unions from Yorkshire, plus a standard spigot elbow on both sides, perfectly line up with the boiler, absolutely spot on, and that is pure fluke. No design there at all. I just laid it out, measured it, and it was absolutely spot on. So where I normally put them horizontally, which isn't the best way for a plate heat exchanger to go necessarily, I was having to bend the pipe out, but this time perfectly in line. And down here again, so twin plates for underfloor heating, just trying to make sure we get the lowest pressure loss through there possible. 28mm common header there into those, and then through the 2 mixers 22mm circuits out for those. The underfloor manifold is just the other side of that wall. So the 2 radiator circuit comes down 22 down to 15, and it's run off the bottom there. A little bit of an interesting one here. There's my common flow sensor, and I've had to take off my flow to my unmixed circuit off the top here, so actually the boiler can't see the temperature of the common flow. So if they run that circuit on its very own, it could be a little bit confusing for the boiler. So, but that's very unlikely to happen. If the radiators are on for those 2 rooms, almost certainly the rest of the circuit is going to be on, so that common header sensor will show the common temperature, which will allow the boiler to know what the temperature is there. I did a video earlier on the electrics, so if you haven't seen it, you can have a little look back and see how to wire these up. Very nice brackets these. These are from Anterra's, 27 quid, something like that. So yeah, allows you to mount in. That's popped in right on the top of that plate, so it's as close as possible to the inlet of all my pumps, right smack bang in the middle of those. What else have we got here? Flows and returns down. This took some doing. It's not quite perfect, but it's very clear. Actually, I don't think you can see where it's wrong in the... Oh yeah, there you can. A little bit of an error in there, look. But it's almost perfect. Very, very tight for space in there. Very, very tight. Luckily, I had one of the condense hoses from one of the other V-spring boilers with a right angle on it, because there was no room for the condense to go this way. That's not actually finished yet, though. That's just been discharged into a bucket. I've got a condense pump, which I'm... not condense pump, sorry, I've got another route for that. It's going out under that floor into a soak away. I was going to put a condense pump in, but that's bit's going to be done in the next half an hour or so. Anyway, very pleased with this. Very nice looking system. Been a few challenges, trying to pipe around the sockets and where else. That socket will be moved when the electrics are done. So anybody, before they comment about the electrics and proximities and stuff, do not worry, it's all being sorted. Okay, well, another one done. Very pleased with the outcome. Hope you like it.